It's on for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
2nd and 3. Caught by Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards that time for number 14.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's Matt Araiza now. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Najee Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy, but let's face it. Good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Back to throw again. Again, he finds Moore. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 15. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll get this to the 32. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's to the sideline and complete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Texans will take over. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Griffin. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Trayvon Walker. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand.
Ready?
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now this throw caught left side. He'll get it inside the 20. A big play there for New England. 41 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is